Hi everyone, Julia is here. I'm glad to see my channel here for this fruition. And the theme of today's video will be Crann, or the Celtic symbol of the tree of life. So let's begin. We continue the theme of tattoos on the body. This version of the tattoo carries a rather interesting meaning, which, after all, can be beaten over time. Add elements, color. This is such as calmness that is beautiful but can also contain something else.
For example, as you develop an neatly young tree may acquire roots, depth allegorically stand on its feet. Foliage may appear on it, your connections or your scenes of life. The color of the foliage is your spiritual component. Maybe the wind and foliage are flies in chaos, or maybe on the contrary, fruits and flowers bloom.
There are many variations and there are many interesting things in the open spaces. But as usual, the main thing is what you put into the tattoo. Irish or rather Celtic interpretation. The Celtic image of the tree, called in Irish Crann. Stop or Crann, how will be correctly, refers to the belief in the intimate relationship between heaven and earth.
The Celts believed that the trees were the spirits of their predecessors, linking their natural life to the next. The image of the Celtic tree of life refers to the strength and duration of life. They also recognize that the tree represents resurrection. They saw it shed its leaves in the fall and form new ones in the spring, i.e., awaken from sleep or be reborn. The Celtic symbol of the tree of life also clearly shows the connection between every root underground and every intertwined branch above, which form a strong and solid Celtic image that is associated with the Druids, that is, with a caste of priests, sorcerers, soothsayers, and healers, advisors to leaders and keepers of legends.
If you append this symmetrical Celtic image, it will remain the same. And here another interesting idea for you. Maybe the point is that a house can be different, although at first glance look identical, but of course it will not speak about balance, but for sure that everything different than it seems. And after all, of course, this image of tree not distributing only exclusively as a Celtic image.
Let us recall paganism when a person tried to live in harmony with the elements, observed various phenomena of the surrounding world, when a person was nevertheless aware of his defenselessness and fragility in front of this world. For this reason, in the cultures of many peoples, various elements of nature were revered and continue to be. A striking example is the tree.
And what is interesting now, that in the open space is so much information about those real trees that we didn't find, or ever we found what was left on them and called now mountains. What do you think about this version? Write in the comments. By the way, subscribe to my channel, mark the bell in order not to miss new release, and push the button if you like this video. More often, this image of tree is referred to similarly as tree of life and world tree.
At first, it was used as talisman or amulet. That is, we are talking about drawings, scarping, burning, and many years later, with the development of body painting, this sign appeared in the world of tattoos. This plant is found in a wide variety of mythologies that are unrelated. Or maybe it's because in Italy there is only one source? Slavic ancestors believed that this object serves as a kind of model of the universe. where the crown is the sky, the trunk is the earthly world, and the roots are the underworld. Since the roots are connected with the branches, the tree symbolizes the infinity and cyclicity of all process on earth. Armenian. The tree is mentioned as a religious symbol. It was often depicted on the weapons of warriors and adorned the walls of fortresses. In Scandinavian mythology, it's called Yggdrasil. Like the Slavs, the Scandinavians worshipped this object and considered it a model of the universe. Egyptian. Based on the worldviews of the Egyptian, the tree is somewhere between life and death, connecting them. Chinese. The Chinese along the plant depict a phoenix and a dragon, where the latter personifies immortality. Adherents of Taoism believe that every 3,000 years a peach ripens on the branches. Whoever is lucky enough to eat it will receive immortality.
Summarizing the interpretation of different peoples, we can draw the following conclusion. The connected top and bottom denote the continuity, infinity, and interconnection of all life on earth. The tree is associated with life because their leaves give us vital oxygen. Thus, no negative context can be traced in the interpretation of this figure. As for style, as a rule, the tree is performed in graphic style and in realism. Well, probably the most popular solution is the interweaving root system and crown in the form of the Celtic image. This tattoo looks great both on the male and on the female body, and this option looks very impressive on ladies, but not everyone can decide on this.
With regards to color, if you look at the sketches, they mostly dark colors. The picture looks good in black and white, but lovers of colored body painting should not be upset. You can easily add brown, dark green tones to your work. Using other colors will not be entirely appropriate, although it all depends on the idea and combination with other images.
In general, if we talk about tattoos, then their charm should be in their uniqueness. So run away from masters who stamp the same type. It's like reality of today in plastic surgery. The font, the idea should be individual as the person himself. So if you have tattoo of tree or you're planning to do, write in the comments. Places for tattoos. In the most cases, the sketch is round, so the tree of life tattoos on the back look great. And also popular placement on this pattern is neck, above the back, chest, shoulder, thigh. Oblong-shaped sketches are the best place on the limbs or on the side. Well, I say so much, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about. See you in next thematic video.